Welcome to Monaco, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the M6. I'm taking you to the trip because we're going to meet someone that is a little bit crazy, to be honest, and he has a bunch of cars that he wanted to show us. Spoiler alert, Lamborghinis, and all three are golden. And yes, you heard that right, three. Oh, beautiful Rolls-Royce, by the way. Beautiful color. That's just a normal thing here, right? You just drive along casually, you spot a Bugatti, you spot whatever. If you haven't seen the other video where we even spotted a Koenigsegg, make sure to check it out. In the front is an Aston Martin Lagonda, probably a car you have never heard of. I'll check if I can get it into the shot. Let's see. This Maybach wants to get in. Look at it, there it is, Lagonda. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. M6, here is a GT3 coming. I could just drive around all day showing you the craziest cars and you wouldn't believe it. Anyway, we're bringing the M6 to the hotel because we're going to drive with the R8. I just wanted to give this lady a beautiful ride. We could have just come, with the R8, right? But it's much more fun to drive this car around. People don't notice it at all. And I wanted to have this nostalgic picture to bring my M6 to the yacht harbor. So that's why I did it. That's the only reason. I just wanted that pic because it's going to come a time where I sell the M6 and then I have the memory, right? Gotta make memories in life. Very beautiful place. Brief history on Monaco. I don't know why I feel kind of comfortable in this place, to be honest, but I think it has something to do with the whole thing of how they became successful, right? The police. You know, it's just the whole thing how they became successful, because in the 1300s they came here as a group of warriors from Genoa that hid themselves in monk clothes and took over, right? I mean, it's a crazy story when you think of. And the Grimaldi family has been ruling ever since. Imagine, that's 700 years almost, or even more. That's absolutely insane. And it's still the same bloodline, so that is very interesting. And they had some adversities, they had some bad and difficult times, right? But still they managed to stick through, and it's a very interesting story. Obviously, some people are separated on how they became the kings of Monaco and how this land came to life. But I mean, the popularity started in the 50s, right? It's very interesting. The history lesson is very interesting. Okay, I don't wanna be James May all of a sudden, but I wanted to give you those insights. Okay, so I am somehow a little bit. I'm a nerd a little bit. Okay, sometimes I am a nerd. So I was very interested with the whole history of it, and that's why I feel comfortable here. I don't know. It kind of seems like this is the end station of people that hustled all their lives, right? So I want to come sometimes here because I work so much that this is literally like giving me the vibes of a goal that I'm trying to achieve. You know, I told you I'm going to show you a crazy car collection of a friend of mine, right? So we came here to Monaco to show you exactly that. We got the blue collection behind me, which is kind of the chill collection, right? We got the Range Rover here, SVR, for a nice drive. We got this i8 if you need it to be a little bit more economical, right? I think he just bought it because it looks cool, to be honest. We got this incredible Carrera 911 here with an incredible spec in this very bright blue, and then full interior done in a blue and white color. One sad thing is, it doesn't have a manual. God damn! That would have been fantastic. But the smell you have, the typical Porsche smell, beautiful. We got a little bit of a Rolls-Royce, right? We got a second Rolls-Royce, the Cullinan. And then something very special, because those cars obviously are boring in that collection. We got GMK's previous M3. This thing clocks out around 800 horsepower and is a crazy car to drive. Obviously, I don't know if we're going to drive that one because I have to choose from other cars, right? I mean, imagine something even crazier than a blue bright colored collection. You already done that? All right, so let's go to the golden collection. For example, here, this golden Urus, or this golden Sterrato, or if that wasn't crazy enough, you know what this is? This is the Aventador SVJ in gold. Okay? So if that isn't the craziest shit you have ever seen in your entire life, what is it then? Let's be honest. What crazier can it be than that? All the cars are painted in this golden color. Every single one of them. And the craziest shit I've ever seen on a car ever is this. It's straight piped. Straight fucking piped, right? So I think we should have a listen. Knock, knock, man. Obviously, I couldn't rev it over 4,000 RPMs because I'm a true car guy and the car is cold. But let me show you some similarities of those cars, because they all have the same color from the outside, but they also have the same color from the inside. Have a look at this Huracán Sterrato, for example, in a golden and red combination. I think this looks absolutely fabulous. And then he told me this was the most difficult car to get in a red and golden combination from the in and outside. Probably has to do with this being, of course, something that they had to talk about with the Audi department and so on. But without a doubt, the craziest of them all is really the Aventador SVJ. And I mean, we have talked about this aerodynamic features of the car. It's incredible, the downforce that it produces and so on. But then have a look at the carbon fiber here. Can you see it? I hope you see it on the camera, because it sparkles in a red. It's not just normal carbon fiber you're used to. It's a red sparkling carbon fiber. And look at that interior. I have never seen something like that in my entire life. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely crazy. Even the floor, because obviously the floor has no carpet for saving a little bit of weight, is in a golden. That is absolutely insane, friends. It's insane. And some of you might know this car, which I think is very interesting, and it's this bad looking BMW M3. You might know it from crazy drift videos because it used to have a little bit of a different color. Spoiler alert, it was a little bit purple, right? So this is actually GMK's previous car. So let's see what he has done to tune it. Let me pop the hood to show you what this is about, because it now produces around 800 horsepower. And you can see some carbon air intakes, very nice Venturi here, probably some stage tuning and so on, a little bit on the cooling, and that's basically everything you need to do, because this car has plenty of power and an incredible potential. So as before, have a listen. Friends, it has been 2 weeks. I returned in Switzerland, still going crazy, still filming a lot of cars, and it's kind of crazy, you know, reflecting of what we have seen at my friend's place there in Monaco. There's really levels to it, man. You know, I contrary to what some of you might believe, I'm not really used to that type of riches, right? I mean, I have met a lot of successful people. I myself am somewhat successful, but that is on a different league, right? I had to drive like 3 minutes through a forest to reach those cars, okay? So it's not like it was just like there were 10 people that were placing those cars for us to film. So that was crazy to experience, to be honest. That was really, really interesting, and I respect everybody that is able to do that. I mean, somebody had to start, right? Now this wasn't the last of that collection, because there was also a vintage part that we have filmed. Now you will see it a little bit later because we're still cutting the videos, but let me tell you one thing. We took it for a good drive and it was also very crazy. So stay tuned, make sure to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.